Hey, g'day guys. Well, it's Saturday. No better day to head out for a shoot. So we're just going out hunting with the boys in a week or so. So I thought I'll head out today and check the zero on the old rifles. Got the old 223 and the 300 Win Mag.
Hit. Good shot. 400 metres.
How you going, guys? Rob from AFA CMS. Just getting ready for our weekend Easter holiday trip that I'm doing with the boys. Bit of bow practice, getting it ready for a bit of bow hunting out there for the deer and pig. Hopefully we can snag a few while we're out there, and with some footage to you ASAP. Have a good one.
Good morning, guys. Here we are. We just came out for a morning stalk, but we got up the top here and it's blowing a gale. Nice and misty, and Rob's got his bow with him. There, with Rob.
Morning, guys.
He's got the bow, got the 300 Win Mag on the back, but we've got both bases covered. But yeah, it's pretty blustery up here. It's pretty windy and cold. Well, cold for Aussie anyway. So
Might have to get down the bottom, mate. See how it is.
yeah, we might have to jump down there. As you can see though, it's nice country.
Perfect deer country.
Yeah, well, as you can see, later in the morning, the sun decided to come out and the wind died down a fair bit. So we were able to get the drone up and get that footage. And from that footage, we were able to spy out where a few good clearings were. So we thought we'd spend the rest of the morning checking those clearings out. Rob got out he had the bow with him, so he headed down into some of the smaller clearings, into more of the bush area. Down in there, found a couple of good wallows and a fair bit of rubbing and some good deer sign in there. The whole time we had the old UHF radios with us, and they were pretty handy. Just able to talk to each other, let each other know where we were and what was going on. So, and at the same time, I sat up on the ridges with the old binos, glassing around, found a few cheeky animals, and there about 10 o'clock saw this young buck come out. So he's a young fella. He can wait for another year before we take him. And then later in the morning, a few hinds came out, which we made the decision and we shot a couple of those for a bit of meat. Bit slow on the camera to get the camera sorted for the shot, but here they are anyway. So we harvested some good meat. Always good to have some meat when you're out there in the bush, and plenty to take home for the freezer.
Rightio, so what we're doing today is we're going to cook an asado. So a wild deer that we harvested out in the bush here about a couple of weeks ago. We had it hanging out in the cool room for about a week, and we're just trimming it up a little bit just to get all the stuff that we don't want, where the seasoning won't penetrate. But what we're going to do is hang it up. We've got a homemade asado rack, and cook it over the fire for about 6 to 8 hours. So we're going to put a dry rub over it, which is our Game On rub, and make a wet rub with salt, like a salt brine, that we're going to baste. This is for the dogs. That we're going to baste nice. Yeah, look at that, beautiful. So now just got to crack those ribs open. There we go. Nice and tender, beautiful.
So once this is on the rack, Rob, how long do you reckon that's going to take?
So about 6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours?
6 to 8 hours, nice and slow cooked up on the rack. And what we're actually doing with the rack itself, it will sit, because we've got that little bit of a wind coming through, it'll sit right there, stretched open, and that heat and that smoke will literally just nice and slowly cook that deer. Then as it's cooking, pick it up, spin it around, and get the residual heat on the other side, so it just cooks all the way through, just nice and evenly all the way through. Best part about the way we've designed this one here, I mean, it's just a cheap nasty thing that I've put together, is you can flip it over, and if it's too hot you get the heat a little bit higher, but if you want to get it, you get it nice and low the way we've got it sitting now. I'm just pushing on that, Lucas.
Is it 4.5 hours later?
Yep, look at that.
Is it? Beautiful.
Sensational. That's perfectly cooked through. Look at that. I thought I would have had to throw that on the barbie, but no, definitely not. Okay guys, we've been out here since Thursday afternoon, and we've had pretty good success in harvesting quite a few young does and putting some meat in the fridge. We've had a couple of stags that have eluded us, and we're hoping today's going to be our last day and a successful day to try and find these buggers. We did come out here on dusk last night and heard a bit of croaking in this vicinity here. We do have the wind on our side today, which is great. It's a little bit less windy down the bottom of the gully than what it was up the top of the hill. So we'll assist through. We might bank up on the side of the hill here and just have a bit of a comb through with the binos and see if there's anything moving through the trees. So let's hope we get some good luck.
So yeah, we haven't found that stag yet, but there's a couple of fellow hinds just in behind that big fallen tree there. So Rob's got the bow, and he's just going to try and get on in there and yeah, have a shot with the bow. So I'll jump on the bigger camera and we'll see what happens. Back soon. Just see the hind in there. So as you can see, those hinds have actually just moved to the left a little bit, out from his cover. So.
So not happy.
So what happened there, Rob?
I don't know, mate. Like,
The video paints 1,000 words, doesn't she?
it does. It does. Like, it did everything right. Stayed, literally kept cover. The little buggers came through, but might have just been a circulating wind. Like, because it is actually, it's slow, but then it picks up. So it could have circulated the wind. She might have just picked up a scent. But yeah.
But yeah, didn't really spook. They knew something wasn't right, eh? But they just
No, they knew something wasn't right,
they just tried
but they didn't know what it was.
No.
They had no idea it was me. But yeah, it just sucks. I was only 30 metres away. Oh.
well,
If she didn't catch wind, I would have drew back and had a shot. But
yeah, it's a bit of open ground there. It's probably what 60, 70 metres of open ground to get across. So.
Yeah, I was waiting to let one of these little suckers go.
But next time for you, Mr. Arrow.
Yep. Anyway, it's all good. See how tender they are.
Mullet.